Okay, so welcome to our game of Shadowrun. We're up to session number 77, or season 2, episode 39. In game day, we're up to the 9th day of the 5th month of the year 2051, and it's a Tuesday, giving you 4 days left before someone puts a hit out on you. Online today, we have Ross.
Yes, I play the lovable character Womp of Icky Health for the BBC. I'm currently getting ready to be dressed up as a corp security guard. This is going to be interesting. Going to be probably fairly uncomfortable, because we're now going to be rescue the Diva Princess. We'll probably end up going to be healing the group again.
And also online today we have Jeremy.
Good evening all, yes, I'm playing Deadshot, the elf who grew up on the streets of Seattle, but has now become quite the entrepreneur and money maker. Now we're going to get back to his urban gutter route of attacking anything with loose.
Up next today we have his Al.
Hey, I play Talon, and Talon is your not-so-lovable, narcissistic elf who has no idea really where she came from, but hopes it's special, terrible with money, and a really bad business person, and just a morally grey character in general, who needs to Shadowrun to support her addictions, of which there are many. Thank you very much.
And lastly today at this stage we have is M, if she's available.
Hello, I play Bolt, the lovable puppy of the group. Though my enemies might not see it that way.
Are you bringing in Hollow into tonight's game?
Probably not because it's a combat thing,
and so you'll all be completely locked out of anything requiring computing tonight.
That's right. It would be advantageous. Certainly when we did the negotiation, we were negotiating for about 9 or 10 characters involved in the team. So it would be good if Hollow was along.
I mean, I'm happy to play her as well. I can bring her along. I'm happy to.
Okay.
Hey, if you're going to go out in the big nasty world, wrapped up in a military grade armour, makes it somewhat safer.
It's not a bad way to do it. Yeah, probably not. Hey, she might even get a fancy computer deck to play with for the day, so maybe.
It actually has an expensive computer provided. As I look at what's on offer for...
Assuming you don't want to bring your own gear, which, certainly from a security perspective,
Oh no.
And the other side of it is so if your own gear has been modded up enough to suit yourself, then potentially you don't want to downgrade. But I certainly would certainly bring in out of his gear.
Okay, so what you've got with you is a portable rig, which allows you to carry and do stuff with it, because otherwise you would find that if you took a big rig with you, you would definitely not be able to carry and do stuff.
Yeah. Do they supply any drones?
At this stage, that's completely up to our hacker if the hacker wants to take it.
Oh, I could play with military drones? Oh, yeah.
I gotta say, if Dad would quite happily take a couple of drones if they're available, even though they're not very good at them, hey.
Currently, Desrin has no capacity. You have to carry whatever you take.
Right, okay. So the drones, okay, so I think the drones at least you go through it, yep?
Okay, so I will give Hollow some drones. She has a recon remote. She has a mini drone. And she has a micro drone.
Yeah, so that came actually by the time they come along. We told her, hey, look, you can go to the candy store.
You would love to have had self-walking drones, but none of the ones that propel themselves were made available to you guys, simply because they're far more traceable. These ones are either rolled, thrown, fired, or have short flight capacity.
Oh,
Okay, so with that in mind, who wishes to do the recap for what happened last session?
Because I think what stage we started, we started outside the magic shop, having just noticed the fact that the guy who was standing at the front of it, who happened to be the waiter that Euphoria had seen in the kidnapping, hadn't seen, or maybe, yeah, it was, so still had the t-shirt on from the bar. Was apparently standing guard outside the magic shop, but then those who looked with their actual sight noted the fact there was certainly quite a bit more to the standard guy standing in the front there. He had a big pant. People imposed on him. The Bolt and someone else went around the back while Desmond took up his sniper rifle in the van from the front to make certain that the guy moved. He wouldn't move along, or that he'd start hopping with the plan. And so, yeah, so Bolt and I don't know who was it went on the back of some of it, but
It was Poppy.
Poppy, that's right, yes. Went round, got in the back door or window, found the place, effectively diverted inside, except for a whole heap of ants. Probably looks to be seen in the real world, some of it was only seen in the actual world. And eventually they went through, we tried to drag the guards in the front through the door, carefully coordinated everything, which of course failed as soon as someone pulled the door open and rang the bell, so they pulled it open. So then all got the careful planning went out the window, it was all through at the moment, grab him, pull him in. I can't remember if we actually got enough to talk or if he got killed off the top of my head. But eventually he got killed. We did a search for the place, basically found evidence of the fact of the guy that was the guy that Euphoria had been in the think tank kidnapping him. It was his bank account, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. We found evidence that said that, or suggested that Euphoria might have been taken to the production facility where the amber gels actually produced. And when we reported that into Mr. Johnson, he wanted a regular report on how we were going. He made the assumption, or he had other information that basically said that, okay, yep, we'll hit the production facility, Edwin negotiated a new deal for such a
Dangerous task.
dangerous wet work task. And as part of the deal, we also got going up in the corp equipment section, and we were getting ourselves set to, and the opportunity to basically pull everybody with you who might be involved. Unfortunately, Shadow, Val, and
Sophie and Poppy.
We're off doing other things at the time, and then apparently they dragged Poppy in. Hopefully Slog will show up, or the corp will be in halfway through. So, but otherwise, we're being geared up and apparently loaded to bear. Or and one of the two.
Okay, so each of you has been given, if you look on the chat, basically I will add in an updated one so it is better to understand. I do like that it is copying and pasting pretty well into chat.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the current gear. So Hollow also has the late player gear. As I quickly check to see how much Hollow can carry before Hollow falls over. Okay, so that is 7 is the base, and when we're looking at Hollow's good with the military pack, so it has 3 space left. So okay, so Hollow probably has 1 less pistol or assault clip. Otherwise, Hollow is overloaded. I forgot to take into account the portable rig, the 3 drones.
Yeah. Okay, so the idea of alt carrying some spare kits, spare clips for each weapon, the intent.
Okay, so you've also been given a combat bike with which also has a machine gun on it, but it's mounted as part of the bike. And by the looks of things, it is highly illegal to street use. And the GM pre-rolled your points for tonight.
The likes are good for us, aren't they?
They are. So what that means is there are 6 story points for the characters and 1 story point for the GM.
Mm-hmm.
Which means things could go completely pear-shaped for you very quickly.
Well, if they're good, actually, because that means that, yeah, you can change things immediately, can't you? Or virtually immediately.
Well, if I spend a point, that means that everything's in favor of the characters, and you can take away a dice that you wish from the dice pool of any role involving your characters.
Yeah.
Where if it was all black, that means life is against the characters. I can do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I get to do it instead is probably the better words for that. Okay, so you are in Queen Euphoria. You have been given a map which you can see on the actual chat. It shows you that there is a roof access and they have identified a guard to the north and to the south of the building.
Okay. Are the dark areas
Grass.
effectively the grass? Okay, right. So it's basically the crosshatch, the paving type area, and the other area is open but not paved. So those two guards are at ground level.
Those guards are at ground level, standing outside.
Okay.
It would be so much easier to actually send you pictures of layouts and stuff if they didn't include the name of the section in the picture.
Okay, so I guess how far away are we when we get that image, and are the guards likely to see us? How are we getting there? What's happening? Are we riding up on the bikes? Is that the intent? Or?
That image is given to you before you get on the bikes.
Okay. Oh, okay, so we've got the fact that they've provided some sort of overall surveillance or image.
And as you put your helmets on, you get the location of your teammates and their current status. Though for some reason it keeps saying heart rate for Hollow is exceedingly high.
That's probably not unexpected. But we will get Hollow, you okay?
And I'm sure Hollow keeps saying nothing wrong, nothing to see here. And you're not sure if is it panic, is it scared, is it excited because Hollow's currently playing with toys.
And are there ground level access at all, or is it look like the only access is from the roof?
There are doors where each of the guards are.
Right, okay.
The main doors are at the southern location, whereas the rear doors at the northern location.
Okay.
Though, to be perfectly honest, it would have made more sense if they put the door where the guy was standing, but they did not on the map.
Well, okay, and those guards, are they static, or do they have to record their motion as they're moving around or something like that?
They are not moving around, they are just standing there. Much like the guy you captured.
Yeah, that's part of the magic shop.
Yeah.
Okay. And the surrounding area of the building, have we got any other potentially innocent bystanders or surveillance?
Yeah, except for that break you see at the north with the paving. The outer thick is a solid concrete wall. So you can literally come in through the back or come in through the front.
And obviously it means that they can't see us as we're approaching either.
That is correct. They will see you as soon as you come in either the back or the front. Very hard for you to drop in from above because the walls are, I'd say, 2.5 meters tall with barbed wire along it.
Yep, happy with that. That's all right.
Not that it's completely covering each of the walls. You could probably find maybe 3 or 4 sections you could jump across without barbed wire. but it is around most of the walls.
Yeah. That's fine.
Much like sweatshops like to keep the workers inside.
Okay.
What is the party's plan in making your play here?
Can we see any evidence, or I suppose probably not to see this one, but or if we get close, can Hollow pick up any evidence of external electronic surveillance?
Okay, so your Overwatch, because you haven't gone there yet, tells you that there is no signals coming out of that place or the people there.
Okay.
They are not communicating with anyone.
Okay. So then, okay, well, I guess the first thing we'll do is try and eliminate those two guys, because hey, they may not get the information off. If we can do it quickly and quietly.
So the
basically bolts these up and murders them.
So Bolt would have to leap a wall, and if Bolt does so, Bolt will be doing so on surveillance while being tracked by the corporation.
Yeah, but we're quite aware there's no surveillance from the target.
None from the target, lots from your
client. We've got a good scope for the corporation, but from the target, it's quite aware there's no surveillance, right?
Yeah, the target has no surveillance on themselves that you can tell, but your client has lots of surveillance on the site. While you're looking, they managed to bring up a infrared showing that there are two people inside the building, and that there is a heat source underground. So they believe that you'll have to find your way down to where the action is, they say.
Okay. Does Womp have in capacity to take out good negatives while they're sitting silently? I mean, so they're going to confident you can take out one with the submachine gun, but it may not necessarily be silent.
Not really silent.
Okay.
So no silent, at least on you guys.
Okay, we weren't going for silent, at least we weren't expecting to be silent after we got in there, so there we go. I would suggest then that
that's where a bow would come in handy.
It could work, yep. If anyone was skilled enough and practiced enough with it. But I'm suggesting if we come in from the north gap, it's like the gap in the north, basically if we take up position just outside that, so not there visible or hidden, Bolt can go around the side, jump the wall to try and take out the guard in the south door, and if Bolt able to do that finally without alerting the other guard or without alerting inside, then Bolt can come around to try and take out the other guard as well. If the alert goes up, then Jason will be ready to shoot the guy at the north.
Big plan, man.
And then after that, if you can do that without raising an alarm, then we'll work out where we're going from there. But initially, we'll see if we get that far. If you want to put your fault pump over the eastern side of let's assume that the thing is north top, then it means that Declan can be lined up at the opening with a bead on him, while someone else is further back to confirm the bolt. Yep, go over now. I mean, obviously we've got problems to do it, but hand signals might work better than bolt. Aha! Oh, we got water.
Not currently online, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh, sorry, you can put a message in chat.
And I saw it on chat, but he's not currently online.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to go with that as beautiful, I think.
Yeah.
Now, next thing we do is...
we'll leave the bikes near the entrance there, with the intent that, hey, we can pull inside the compound if we do take out the sentries quietly. So we've got a quick escape if we need to, and the bike will not have to be stolen. So.
Back. I haven't been listening in. I will just swap over to my computer and jump straight off.
Okay, so while you're doing that, I will be doing a call for Desrin to see how good you are at planning things with each of the other characters being able to do their call as well. Then when it comes to Bolt and Hollow, they will be pulling their call as a single initiative slot.
Yeah. That makes sense. Well, for Bolt, for Desmond, cool is, I blocked it. One yellow, 3 green. And no, I won't bother with hopefully the people will come through. I'm not going to add the extra plane to grab the right now.
Desrin adds in 3 successes to advantages. Okay, so what is Wump's call?
1 yellow, 1 green.
Okay, so Wump pulled out the big guns with 1 triumph.
That could be a question roll with that. You should have to work with.
Okay, so next one is Talon. Does Talon know her call?
No. I haven't got my stats up in front of me.
Okay. For Talon, it is 1 yellow and it is 5 green.
Oh.
So Talon really works well with plans, not with surprises. So that works out to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes and 3 advantages.
I'm really glad I didn't follow you using 2 strain to get a couple extra successes.
Okay, so what is Bolt and Hollow's one?
What am I rolling? Sorry, I might have missed the call while I was swapping.
You're rolling cool.
Oh my god!
The average call for Hollow and Bolt.
So basically, you're taking the best skill plus the best attribute between the 2 of them for cool. Because you're taking in both characters. Yep. While you're doing that and rolling that, we have Josh joining us.
I'm here. Hello.
Will Josh be bringing in 1 or 2 characters today for the run where we have others bringing in 2?
I'll bring in. Oh well, if others are bringing in 2, I'll bring in 2 as well.
Currently, only M has a second one.
Yeah. What's your second character? Will Trotter?
Nero.
He's another hacker.
Oh, okay. So.
Yeah, he glows in the dark.
Yep. And bring in both Bolt and Hollow on the idea that A, we want new people, but B, we haven't got any electronic support effectively.
Yeah.
If Hollow wasn't there. If you want to bring in Flogger and Nero, that's all great. Okay. Declan did arrange the, from the corporate that, hey, we're probably being given out potentially a dozen characters. I need to go a few left on that.
So, Em, what was your Bolt and Hollow roll?
So Hollow got 4 advantages, and Bolt got.
It was a shared roll, not a separate roll. So it was the best attribute plus the best skill.
Okay, which one got the most total dice, and which one got the most total yellow, and use that yellow with the total dice.
Okay, so Bolt only has 2 green, and Hollow has a yellow and 2 green as well. So will the total dice pool be 1 yellow and 4 green?
1 yellow and 2 green, because
Yes.
the green, the attribute.
Okay,
so Bolt has
do
no call.
you want me to re-roll Hollows then?
If you roll Hollow effectively, you might as well use Hollow's results.
We'll just use Hollow's results.
Okay, yeah, well that was 4 advantages.
4 advantages. Okay, so that brings us over to Flogger. It will be the same thing. I will quickly look up what.
Do you want me to roll for you, Josh?
Yes, please. So Flogger's only got 1 green at the moment. I was just about to get into Neuro, so just give me 1 quick sec.
So 2 green. That's your dice roll.
Yeah, there you go, 2 green. Yeah.
Whoa, Neuro, cool. You got a success and an advantage.
Yay.
So what will happen between Flogger and Nero and Bolt and Hollow is one of your characters can take a slot, the other character goes at the end of the round.
Okay, sounds good.
So basically, they both get to act, but they don't both get to act at the same time or early.
That makes sense. I think the other thing is, I don't know if Flogger and Nero need to have the introduction, but I'm assuming also that basically Flogger gets the same gear as Bolt and Nero gets the same gear as Hollow.
Yep. That will work.
So yes, I'm Josh. I am playing both Flogger and Flogger. Big mighty troll. Very, very dumb. Also possessed, but he is not aware of that. And on the other hand, we have yes, I'm quite pleased to introduce myself. My name is Nero. Highly intellectual, borderline assassin, trying to figure out what devious things happened in my past.
Very dapper, very demure.
Very dapper, very demure. Kind of like the Kingsman kind of style. Very very smart, very, very into technology, but is also fairly trained in combat.
Yay, Nero sounds cool.
Hello. I am Hollow. Don't get to see me much because I'm usually holed up on Desert Tower being all manners of online. And this is my first venture outside in probably months, actually.
And probably petrified because you know what happened to the last hacker who went out to try to help the party.
yes. And I started to write down. Yeah. I started to write down what I wanted to upgrade on Hollow, but I just got so slammed at work, and I was just so tired every evening last week.
It's alright.
So she's not exactly. I probably could do a couple of things quickly, but it's fine.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah. It'll be fine, it'll be right.
If we come across any electronics or computing type stuff that's needed, probably what fuel is will be enough, particularly with Nero's help. And hey, you have gear and equipment all coming from the corp anyway, so.
Yeah. Exactly, so it should be fine.
Yeah.
So where is where's the weapons that we got given? Have they been added to our character sheet for just for today, or is there a list somewhere?
There is. If you go to Genesys section of the site and click on gear, they're all under weapons slug throwers.
Genesys section.
They will.
Genesys. Gear. Yep.
Gear. Weapons. You could either find the weapon in this list or scroll down to slug throwers where you'll find each of the weapons you've been given.
We can all listed in the chat.
So you have the assault rifle and the pistol.
Is that just, or is that the weapons tab?
That is the weapons tab.
Yep. Okay. And scrolling down to which one, sorry?
Slug throwers.
Oh, slug thrower, yep.
Or you can simply find it in this top list here, which has every weapon in there. So, looking for pistol, for example, under there it is. Has all the information there.
So the great axe
is under engaged weapons. So.
Okay, melee weapons, engage.
Engage, yep. Great axe. Great axe. Oh, yeah, got it. Cool.
Which means you've actually refreshed since you last did it, which I had not. So that's why I just refreshed.
The melee brawl for 4. To crit. What's E again?
E is weapon. Because each of you have only a certain amount of stuff to do. I'm just going to grab my food while you have a quick look.
Ooh, pricey weapon. 4 on a rarity.
Hey, back to your party group. Going into the Port Candy store.
Yeah.
Rarity.
Well, part of the rarity is you can't walk down the street carrying one of these things.
Yeah.
And very few places will stock it because you can't walk down the street carrying these things. You're also being given armor that is not even for sale. You cannot find this armor anywhere in the stores.
Yeah.
The port actually arranged transport to the site, aside from the motorbikes.
It is the motorbikes.
We had to actually combat armor in motorbikes.
That is correct.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Considering you're sporting neutral colours, the police are looking at a bunch of the equivalent of men in black going down the street, heavily armoured, faces completely covered, each with a vehicle that has a big machine gun on it.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Corps would have like called them and just been like, hey, ignore these guys and repulse. I hope.
Look at it this way, if the police did try to stop you, the SWAT team is not as well armed as you are.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, that's not stop the troops and stop getting away, isn't it?
No, apparently not. Doesn't stop those dumbasses from being dumbasses.
Yes, there are 7 of you on bikes. 7 of you on bikes coming down, no one's going to come anywhere near you, everyone gets out of your way. Also helps that the Greek guy keeps giving you priority.
Hey, green light all the way. Okay, but yeah, so I don't know if you saw Josh, but yeah, the intent was going over the side, try and take out one guard that you can see on that map in the cat, and Declan lined up on the northern guard, so that hopefully Bob will take out the southern one silently. If so, comes around, takes out the northern one, and then we can move in from there. Otherwise,
Just like where I can't see anything, I'm driving around.
I don't know that.
I have a question on
Mm-hmm.
more prevalent to my to Ball. So this armor with the magic I have, like am I currently in my hybrid form?
And I'm assuming you're in your human form because you don't want people taking lots of photos of you.
True. Okay. But like when we get there, I can transform. Is that the plan?
That's completely up to you.
Could, but remember the fact that you can assume that all the armor and weapons and things like that all got anchors and cameras and stuff like that on.
Okay, right. So like I'm planning to do this combat in my human form, but I can still buff myself.
You can.
You got
that
that.
raise. Yeah, like I can use my utility the what is it? Augment, sorry. That makes me like bigger, bulkier. Still right without raising suspicions like in human form.
I think, like I say, it's obviously you're showing you've got magic skills.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm just like trying to like hoping that you explain to Ball like don't go full werewolf, direwolf mode while you're wearing corp gear.
Ethan has said that hey, he's expecting anything you do to be seen by Mr. Johnson.
And you're and
on
top of things, your Mr. Johnson works for an entertainment company. So basically, if you are seen as high entertainment material, you may be captured and turned into the villain of the next piece. Literally with no stage acting or stage weapons.
Yeah.
Unless of course your Desmond or Talon will obviously get turned into heroes.
Or the Bond villain.
Just like it.
Clone could be in the hero too.
Because in Declan's case, just like in previous Megastar Super Sim experience where he did the Malcolm on the highway. Because the band putting him to. But but okay. So Declan's assuming that everything's going to be what? Hey, Holly could potentially do some farming exercise by finding all the different pieces if you really wanted to, or she really wanted to. But either way, unless people are concerned or trying to avoid being seen, don't. Expect to be seen, expect to be watched in everything we do.
Cool. Yeah, that's why I just wanted to clarify that both for myself and my character because like he probably understands it, but like can really trouble in there sometimes.
Yeah, well, and I mean, like you say, it's the sort of thing that like my character's perspective for Desmond, he's certainly not planning on calling on Tatiana. But hey, if he gets hit by something, well. He doesn't really like the kind of his own blood. He might Tatiana might come into play, but that's not the plan.
Yeah.
Bolt's safety word is fetch.
Fetch. Go fetch. You know that means I transform into like my direwolf, right?
Actually, I'm not sure that's a good safety word. Or
no.
Depending on the definition of safety.
Yes, safe.
Okay.
It's so safe when the huge direwolf just rips into people, right?
Just to make things easier for you to follow, you have all of your characters now on the pictures.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah. So for Talon, who's never met Neuro, when you meet Neuro, you see a gentlemanly figure. However, you see cybernetic enhanced, like light blue eyes.
Ooh. There is more cyber than person.
There is more cyber than person. So Neuro's background is, as I mentioned, being on the web is the fact that he got caught in a very devious act, basically, and his backstory is that he got caught in an explosion, which was deemed to be a terrorist attack. And unfortunately, the group that were behind it have never been caught. So it's Nero's taken it upon himself as an assassin / spy to dive deeper into the dark realms and get information on the group that injured him and killed many.
Of course, from Tarlin's perspective right now, really, he's just another person in like steel carapace in the military grade armor with the full helmet and visor and everything. So
she would have seen him before he put it on.
Yeah.
So at least got that much of a view.
Yeah. Okay. So we're ready to go over the wall.
Yep.
Desmond's got the other one lined up. He's basically going to be hidden at the moment. The others are further back down the line side, and get the hand signals to Bolt to go over. When Desmond says that he got the hand signal, he's lined up ready to shoot.
Do I have an opportunity to like augment buff myself before?
You do. Let's do that first and see how bad
Any spells, any augment type things can definitely be done before we come in. If they can be maintained, if the intent you can maintain them, definitely do it beforehand.
The intent is to maintain.
If not doing any.
Problem is, it doesn't stack, does it?
You cannot augment the same attribute. No, you cannot.
You can go to different people.
What different attributes?
Actually, yeah, I will augment Bolt, but I'll be doing intelligence and likely. I think I could do 2 at a time.
I thought you could do multiple at a time, but
Depends on what I want to do. Unfortunately, everybody else has got bloody lot of cyberware in there.
I mean, both about the only one that doesn't
I'm not buffing Flogger.
He learned the fallacy of that act.
I don't think Talon's got any cyberware.
No, I think Talon is cyberware free.
I think Talon and Bolt are the only
He's far more than King D, but it's all natural.
Know about that.
I think Poppy is free as well, though.
Yeah, Poppy got the shadow at the moment.
And Poppy counts as 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say Poppy has a parasite.
That's right, yes, because Poppy was a bit nervous inside the craft that you got because the ants will look at it hungrily.
Not just the ants.
Maybe they didn't want to go to the source of that material, which might be where Poppy suddenly got off the shadow.
I'm sure it has absolutely nothing to do with that whatsoever.
No, that's right.
Yeah, not at all.
Okay, so if I do the haste, it becomes 3 purple.
So, So you're putting haste on there, so that's one of your enhancements.
Yeah, magnitude that increases it by another 2. It gives an extra characteristic. No, I'll do additional target and haste.
And how many times are you applying additional target?
Only one. I'm going to be putting it on Poppy not Poppy, Carol as well. So she'll be a little bit smarter and have haste.
Mm-hmm.
What does haste do?
You get.
So you know how Bolt can get her her second maneuver free if she does it for movement?
Yes.
Haste just gives you the second maneuver free, regardless.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So sort of like how you kept trying to do your movement first?
Yeah. I think I'm so used to doing movement first through all the other games.
Yeah.
Generally, you move first and then do your action unless you're like kind of already in range.
It makes you feel better. You'll do your move first in this one.
No, I know, yes. I will be doing my move. But the extra movement will probably be very handy.
So, Womp tries to get Augment up, but something seems to be blocking things. As he takes 2 strain, just trying to get that to happen.
Ooh.
Does he try again?
No.
Okay, so what is Bolt's?
I have 4 yellow, 2 green, 3 blue, 4 white, which is a handful.
Oh, I did forget to do. Well, yeah, Womp didn't actually get his white in the roll yet, so that really would have made things better for him. So, if I quickly look at Womp, see how much magic he has. He has 6 magic.
Oh gosh.
Okay, you do not have enough magic to actually activate it. No, you do. Yeah, because you needed at least 3 white to get your net success, and 1 white to activate the spell per person you wanted to put it on. Do you wish to spend a story point to...
No, I'm not getting interrupted.
What? Why not?
No, I haven't got the talent that actually that helps me get rid of it.
No one should.
Yeah.
Right, you shouldn't have it until after you grafted it.
No. It's a fairly high one anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Bolt.
Yeah. So base 2 purple, is there any addition to that?
Did you get any more enhancements for it?
I have empowered Earth maneuver.
You have Augment Primal Fury, which augments Swift, so you can give yourself the haste.
Yep.
And you can give yourself the increased unarmed damage.
Yes.
So each of them you've got one, so that would be a difficulty of 4 purple for you to cast.
4 purple? So primal,
So your
my primal thing with 4 purple, is that right?
Yep, so your dice pool should be...
4 yellow, 2 green, 3 blue. I do have everything in my hand currently. Unless you want to roll it for everyone.
Well, if you want to see on screen, that's up to you. That would
Oh,
be-
yeah.
You probably need to get an implement to help you.
An
A focus of
implement?
some sort.
Yeah, maybe.
So that would be the dice pool you would be rolling.
Yes. That is
Looking records.
bopped on the head. Alright. I got bopped on the head.
The dice popped you on the head, that's an interesting effect.
No, Josh bopped me on the head, thank you very much.
I did nothing of the sort.
What? So despair? No. Failures, takeaways, first. I don't think I get it off. Because that should...
Might be best if you do a quick a screenshot and upload it to the chat. That way I can actually walk you through it.
Yeah, Josh is also helping me.
Because magic points also important.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got 2 white, 2, 4, 6, 8 advantages, and that was my roll.
So you shouldn't have cancelled out any of the black or the white at this stage.
I didn't cancel out any black or white.
Mm-hmm.
She has 2 whites, 3 black.
Yeah.
And so how many successes?
No successes,
Yeah.
loads of advantages.
Loads of advantages. Okay, so
Eight advantages, 2 white, 3 black.
Can you use one white to as a success and the other one to activate it?
No, she can use one white as a success, yes. Would you like to do that?
Yes, please.
Okay, so and how many white do you have?
Just 2 white.
Which means every round you're going to have to spend an action to sustain all the spell drops.
Okay. And what does that roll? Does my magic?
Oh,
Just the 4 white?
there's no sustain roll. It is either sustaining or it's not sustaining.
I mean, like, if I can make another roll, you've got to use an action every round.
Oh, okay,
And
right.
your haste did not activate because you didn't have a spare point to drop into it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh no, sorry.
As long as
No,
I'm- as long as
actually,
I'm
sorry, it did
off-
activate. It did activate. If you spend a magic point to activate, you get the base effect. So
Oh, okay.
if you spend a corrupt one, you actually add to your base move and reduce your wound threshold. So depending on what you used when you activated it, you had a different effect.
Yeah,
And
I
now
don't
just
want to
look
use
at
any of the corruptions, so I'll just go with.
And so your unarmed damage is increased by 1. Because you only put Primal Fury in there once. Technically you could have put it in there 4 times, but that would have made the spell so much harder. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that would have made it a bit crazy.
so you have that running, you have which attribute are you augmenting? 'Cause that's important.
I think that is all the brawn.
Okay, so that is now up. And you'll be having to tell me each round that you're spending one of your maneuvers to sustain all the spell drops at the end of the round. Okay. It's the noting that down because that's an important thing for the player to keep track of, not their GM.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if magic people don't keep track of their magic stuff goes down.
Magic can go bye-bye.
And speaking of magic stuff, is it worth, how many people can see Astral? Jack Bolt and Womp, or Jack Bolt?
I can't see Astral.
Bolt
Okay,
is the
so
only
Bolt-
one who has that capacity in the group right now.
Okay. Before we send Bolt around to go over the wall to take out the southern guard, Bolt will, I'll say, hey Bolt, do you want to have a quick look at the guy we can see through the hole in the wall, to see whether he looks like or he's got the same effect as the guy at the magic shop?
Ooh, that he's bad at. Yes, I can do that.
Okay, so that is your dice pool. Unfortunately, in your skill, it says verse. So obviously, I cut and pasted and left an error.
No. So same magic roll the one total.
Yep.
Wow. That's a lot better. No, I think I'm okay. That goes out with that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 net success. No, sorry, 3 net success. Oh, sorry, 6. Clearly I can't see. 2 triumphs, 4 advantages, and 4 white, 1 black.
Okay, so you can choose on your triumphs at this stage to enhance the range you can astrally see out to by 2 bands. As you start with, you can generally only see out to short.
Yep.
Which
What
means
distance is short range normally?
short range is normally your attribute by 3
And how do you get the squares on the map?
in meters. Squares on the map are 2 meters each.
Okay, so you probably need to expand your actual range a little bit anyway, just to actually see that difference.
But as Bolt's magic is 4, well, so actually based on cunning, which is the attribute, so 6, Bolt can normally see out to 18 meters with her astral sight. If she boosts it twice, that takes it up from 18 to 32 to 64. 64.
Yeah, well, okay, so the boost is enough to currently be, I want to give it that around 25 to 30 meters, just a boost 2 square from the 13. So yeah, so 1 boost is enough to get the range you need, which is good.
Yep.
And then unless you sustain that in some way, the extra difference doesn't make much difference because you run into a concrete wall.
Okay, so,
Actually through the concrete wall?
and how many white did you get?
4.
Okay, so you can spend one of those to activate your astral sight, and one of those to sustain it ongoing until you drop it. Which
I think
will,
that might be useful if we think we're going against ants.
the big thing is when you're sustaining it, it also reduces your magic rating by 1 while you're sustaining it.
The sustaining of that one doesn't cost an action every turn.
As long as she has a magic point to put into it, yes. What it does is it reduces your magic capacity instead of taking an action.
Okay.
Yep.
And if your magic is reduced to 0, you cannot cast or activate any further magic.
There's going to be certain magic also reduced by the sustaining the orc band.
It is not, because she has to keep doing it every round where it drops.
Yeah. Happy with that? Okay. As a player, I would certainly suggest it's worth sustaining the actual band.
Yeah, I was thinking that would be a good idea as well.
And in which case, the 64 meter range may well become important too.
Okay, so yes, you have very good sight out. The furthest you can normally see.
Yeah. And go. It's a completely normal guard to the other side there, is it?
And Bolt looking at the guards. You know how you saw that insect spirit beforehand? Your character now gets to make a discipline roll.
Oh wow. Ooh. Ooh. I'm glad I upped that the other day. Probably should have upped it again, but that's fine, right?
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. It's fine. Discipline. Yeah.
Would you like to spend?
Would
Would you like to upgrade your discipline with a story point?
I've got one thing. I don't think it's worth doing it just for that, right?
That's completely up to you because you have one yellow and one green. If the answer is no,
I think I'll leave that one.
okay,
I
so
really like
you're getting for these checkies 3 red.
Ouch.
Okay, so I'm thinking, oh good. So even when Jacob only plans 30 seconds ahead, but that's the party can still stop plan.
It's okay. I got a black on one of the reds.
Mhm.
I got a... That takes out... So I got 2 successes, an advantage, and a despair.
Okay, so I'm gonna use the despair as funky stuff to happen to your character.
Wait, funky stuff. It's a shame that 2 triumphs from before don't carry over to help me here.
Well, look at it this way: you got extra detail looking at them with those triumphs.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is why everything's now about to go funky.
Well, okay, obviously you recognise exactly what they are and you're going to hunt them down, you're expecting what the plan was.
Yeah.
I'm tripping out, man.
So,
man.
do you remember the original Ghostbusters movie where you saw the bestial-like creatures that sort of look horrific as they turn and look at you?
Vaguely, I have not seen that movie in a very long time, but yes, vaguely.
Okay, so think a Doberman crossed with a insect crossed with a creature out of horror. As you're looking at them, they both astrally turn and look at you with that look of recognition.
Great.
And so you now have taken the first round of combat with that action.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hang on a second. They could deliberately didn't try and plan too far ahead and you still made it ugly.
Okay, so Bolt has taken the first action slot. Who wishes to take the second?
Well, is there anything seen in the visible reaction?
Nothing you've seen in the visible reaction, but Bolt can actually literally say, "Oh crap, it's looking at me." They're both looking at me.
Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. They see me. They see me astrally. What do I do?
Well, where's Tarlin at the moment? Like, what entrance am I at?
We're looking at the northern gap in the wall.
Okay, so I'm just going to give you each an option in case you'd like to make a change. So, Jeremy, you can either have people at the top or at the bottom, or split between the two as a backup plan. What would you like?
Okay, my understanding was that we're all at the top there, because that way we could be looking at each other or others could look around the corner while Declan's looking through there, while Bolt went over the wall. So I would expect the others were back towards the northeast corner of the alcove compound.
And so where is
Declan actually at the gap there, looking over, like Bolt was actually looking over Declan's shoulder, while Declan was lined up with his machine gun.
And Bolt was supposed to take out the southern one?
Bolt was going to go after looking to say, yep, they're definitely the same anti-type thing. Bolt was going to go around the eastern side of the wall, over the east wall, and then take out the southern one.
Okay.
Apparently.
Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap.
So what would have happened if you had failed to get the roll off? You would probably have lost astral for the rest of the day.
Oh wow, okay.
Well, if Bolt going, oh crap, Desmond will pull the trigger.
Okay, so Desrin gets to make his attack roll.
Okay. Okay. Oh, God, I did a D20.
So what is your ranged light?
Range light is 4 yellow and a green, with a extra blue for aiming, and another blue for his eyes, I think, somewhere.
Are you happy with that?
Actually, it's a setback from smoke and darkness type stuff, so.
No setbacks at this stage that you can see,
Yeah.
except there's a bit of rain. But hey, it's not heavy enough to actually make it bad.
Yeah.
Do you wish to upgrade your green to a yellow?
He's happy. He's confident to do it, even with the. Can't even go there.
Three non-scoring dice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you hit with a triumph and 2 advantages.
Okay.
What would you like to do with the triumph?
He was going for attempting a one-shot kill type effect, so if a triumph is enough to activate a critical, I'm certain.
It will if you can deal damage to it. It can activate it. You can hold off for that if you wish.
So yeah, so he was lining up ready to try and take him out. So whatever he's going to call back on damage, he bought the effect on the
Okay. Making sure I get the
Maximum effort.
Well, you
I'm getting effort from damage. Very different. Minimum effort, maximum damage. Good job, right?
As we do the submachine gun. That's the one I believe you're using, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, so it fires off. You are doing 5 points of damage as you hit it. You do not have enough advantages to activate the critical. We could have switched over to auto fire, but we had not declared that earlier. Next round, if you switch over, that was the intent?
No, it wasn't the intent. The intent was he's still used to using
Single fire.
effect. So.
Okay, so you seem to get a direct hit, and you see the shots actually deflect off the body.
Okay. Crap. Flogger, move.
You have the feeling that they have a armored clothing, even though they don't look like they're wearing armor.
Okay, well, your armored skull, because you hit between the aims between your eyes.
What would you like to do with your triumph at this point, now that you know it hasn't triggered and your 2 advantages?
Okay, well, I'll use advantages to give a boost to Slaughter's cricket, isn't he?
Technically, it is any player can take the next slot. It's not
Yes,
it's not tied to the player.
I mean, actual physical speed.
Physical speed. I'd have to say Flogger could be the fastest. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The Bolt has already acted in the round, hasn't he?
Bolt has already acted this round. Yes.
Yeah.
So you give it a boost to the next activation slot, or to Flogger.
We'll give the boost to Flora and what can I do with the command?
So you can do things such as upgrade the difficulty of the target's next action, upgrade a character's next check.
Okay, I will give Flogger a boost and an upgrade and tell him, move, check it out.
Okay, so Flogger's been given the green light, but he's not the next one to act.
Oops.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay. As you're looking through your sniper rifle, you see mandibles come out of the guard's face that are at least half a meter long, as well as extra arms come out of the sides. These arms have claws on them, not hands.
Ew. Is it Talon's turn?
Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap.
And so everyone could technically be shared into that scope, as it was using one of the corporate guns, so the feed can literally be displayed on everyone's heads up.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So at this point I'll be asking, what is everyone's discipline?
Do I have to roll again?
Yep.
Oh, what's the difficulty?
The difficulty will be told after everyone says whether or not they're going to pay for a increase or not.
Actually, I have a question.
Yep.
Should I have used Hollow's discipline in that previous roll? Because hers is higher.
No, because it wasn't
No,
the
we can get it all.
Because it's the only roll? Okay, yeah.
You rolled the combination because you were doing the initiative slot type stuff, and what was the idea? We weren't
Oh, right, yeah.
getting the character
It
to
was
do the initiative.
yeah, no, that's fine. That's why I just wanted to ask in case I did that wrong. But no, I did it right. Okay, that's
The idea is if we have multiple characters with a player, they just get one slot, and then the other characters go at the end of the round.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fine. I just wanted to. Yeah, for some reason I was like, oh, should I be doing that for every roll? But no, that was only that once.
What was the question there, Jeremy? Yep.
Can you roll 2 blue dice for me? Like, obviously, how bad it was, but I forgot something earlier on. Got 2 advantages?
That was enough to crit.
Yeah, okay. I realized the back I forgot to do like 6 strikes. Didn't even reacted because they turned the law. But technically I hadn't acted yet. But anyway, I expect the quick one still wouldn't have mattered because I didn't do enough damage to hurt them. So.
Okay, so let's start with Desrin. What is,
Two green for Digimon.
First I'm going to ask is Desrin going to upgrade his check?
I think it's possibly worthwhile.
Okay, so next question is Womp going to upgrade his check?
How many white have we got?
Well, you now have 5.
Yeah.
That was very hard.
Okay.
The main reason Declan's upgraded is he's only got 2 green.
Is Talon going to upgrade her check?
Absolutely, and I'm 1 green.
Yeah, that's pretty fair too. Yeah, I know that.
One thing that's going to destroy the party is discipline checks.
And so
Bolt?
is Bolt going to upgrade his check?
Bolt will upgrade. Hollow will not. I don't know if that counts for, if I said yes for both, if that counted for 2 or not, but...
Okay,
I think probably.
will Flogger upgrade his check?
Neither one of Flogger nor Mura will upgrade.
Okay,
Will upgrade me.
so that's good. So each of you will be making a discipline check versus 3 red.
So bolt with 1 yellow, 1 green would be now 2 yellow. Is that right?
That is
Yep.
that is correct. So we will do Talon first.
Yay!
So Talon fails and will be taking 2 strain at this stage.
No.
That's okay.
What does it mean that I have rapid recovery? Like, when can I play that?
At the end of the scene.
Yeah.
Oh.
What is Womp's discipline?
After the upgrade, it's 5 yellow.
I would have said that was all based on an upgrade then.
Okay, so.
I mean, even with the upgrade, he still failed.
But like I said, I would have said that if you already had 4 yellow and 1 green, I wouldn't have thought it was all that worthwhile upgrade, even if it turned out.
Okay, so Womp will have failed, but he has recovered his strain. What would you like to do with your remaining 4 advantages? You cannot give it to other people's rolls for this.
Okay. So are we staggered or disoriented?
You are not.
I'm just wondering if I was just trying to work out if hard-headed would kick in.
You are not staggered or disoriented. There are no effects on you at this point.
Hey,
Okay.
Martin.
Yep.
Triumphs, they count as a success and a triumph, yes?
They do,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay, cool, sweet. We're just helping Em with her roll when he gets to her turn.
I'm getting better at the dice thingy, pulling them out without much help now, but yes.
I don't know what I could use the advantage for.
Well, if you clicked on discipline, it would say you can learn additional insight into a situation.
Yeah. You get to see exactly what's getting as well.
But that's completely up to you.
Yeah, I'll actually do that.
Okay, so what was Hollow's result?
Sorry, I didn't roll hollows yet.
What is
I
Bolt's
rolled
result?
So I got the success with the triumph and 4 threat.
Success with a triumph and 4 threat. Okay, so you're going to take 8 strain, taking you up to 10 strain at this point.
Ouch! Alright, 2 and 3.
Okay, so what was Desrin's discipline?
A yellow and a green. The upgrade?
With the upgrade?
With the upgrade was a yellow and green, yep.
Okay, so Desrin fails with 2 strain. Basically, every time you encounter an effect for the first time, you will be making a willpower roll.
Okay.
Okay, so did Hollow have a roll, or did Flogger or Nero have a roll?
I rolled hollows. Josh is about to steal the dice so he can do hers. Hollow got a net failure and 2 advantages.
Okay, so Hollow's doing better than Bolt mental strain-wise, but Bolt is definitely keeping himself going better. And how did Flogger go?
Just a quick question.
Yep.
The upgrade that Desmond gave to Flogger, does that include this check here?
Technically it does. So you add a blue dice and change the a green to a yellow, and if you're already at yellow and you've got no extra dice, you add a green.
No, I just added a change the green to a yellow there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's actually right. Change that to that. Right. Thank goodness I didn't have to use any of my magic dice for this. So Flogger got 2 successes, 3 advantages, 9 white and 2 black.
Well, at this stage, you're not activating the magic, so you don't have to worry
Yeah,
about
I'm
that.
definitely not, but I just thought I'd say that's my roll.
And how about Nero?
Neuro. So if we look at my character sheet. Yep, that's correct. Ooh. Okay, sure. They cancel out. Success, 2 threats.
Success with 2 threat. So Nero will have 4 strain.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, as Desrin shows everyone the horrific images of the insect person, which none of you have actually seen before, it is now another character's go, just not Bolt or Desrin. Who wishes to go now?
Flogger, you've been given the green light to push in.
Aren't they also considered your enemy? Your favorite enemy? Probably what we learned from last session.
Well, not Flogger's favourite enemy, Flogger's companion's favourite enemy.
Okay, Flogger now feels rage coursing through his body unlike anything he's ever felt before. Flogger now gets to make another discipline roll because Flogger is activated. Does Flogger wish to upgrade his check?
No.
Okay, so Flogger, what is your dice pool? 1 green?
No, my discipline is actually 2 yellow, 1 green.
2 yellow, 1 green. And your dice pool for this will be 6 red.
6 red. That's okay. I'll re-roll for you.
I have learned that we now need to buy more Star Wars dice just so we have more white and red dice.
Well, there's only 1 red dice and 1 white dice in each pack.
Yeah, we only bought 4 sets because like, it'll be enough. No, it's not. It's not enough.
You can make your own if you really wish to.
I know, but I like using the like.
Ball ones, yeah.
Stuff.
It's
It's quite nice dice to roll actually. Like.
I think even the base Genesys rulebook has basically got a table that you use to default into the red dice and it converts the numbers to
symbols.
That sounds even more complicated than learning the symbols.
It is.
I'm just trying to think for a second to see if I can bring up a notepad.
Well, I could have rolled it for you because I do have the dice.
It's okay. I'm just going to quickly just write down that. Yeah. failures. Reroll those ones. So 4.
Though I did manage to whittle down all those story points in one round.
Okay, so I got all in all a despair,
Mm-hmm.
4 failures, and 2 advantages.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So, as you watch, you see on your heads-up display that Flogger just goes completely offline.
To be honest, I could have, like, if I even used my magic dust, I still would have failed anyway, so.
So how many white and how many black did you get?
I had 4 white and 4 black.
Okay, so as you see through your cameras, Flogger seems to grow 2 sets of wings out of his back. Insect-like wings, as he has 2 great claws come out of his hands. And he seems to fly towards the one that Desrin shot at.
Hungry.
And here they were looking at Bolt astrally. They probably saw my totem looking back at them, but they didn't. They probably weren't aware of this monstrosity coming for them.
Okay, so Josh, you get to make a energy blade attack.
So, lightsaber?
Yep.
Alright.
Dagwood is not putting on a very good acting performance because it's way too realistic. Looking at this thing coming up behind him, turning around and going, what the?
Yes, because you've just got your worst nightmare happening right now.
There could be an issue with the website.
Which bit?
I don't see my lightsaber skills.
Okay, it is 3 down. Under combat.
On the combat.
Oh, sorry, you just changed locations. Sorry.
Actually, it was technically in there twice, so I fixed it because it was in there twice.
Okay. Alright. So. I need more green. Can I have 4 more green, please? What's the difficulty, Martin?
The difficulty will be for you. It will be 2 red and a purple.
2 red and a purple. Flogger didn't suffer any strain, so he is going to upgrade his check 3 times for. I think it's 3 times?
Yep.
Was it 4? Can it 4?
Let me have
No,
a quick look.
3. Frenzied attack, that's what it is.
Frenzied attack by 3, yes.
Cool. So you said 2 red and a purple?
2 red and a purple, yes. Well, actually, why don't we make it 3 red?
3 red? Okay.
When Flogger, when his wings appear and things like that, did they effectively break through the armor? Or
That's why Flogger is now currently offline, because his armor and gear are all lying where he was standing.
yeah, they got double check that. Yes, he has actually effectively lost his armor, and he's got much better armor now, probably. So.
He's also slightly larger.
Blade of Death. Yay, Blade of Death. Because the spirit would absolutely suffer strain to upgrade checks.
Did you also do... that was frenzied attack, yes, that you're doing.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So I suffered 3 strain to hit harder. Scroll down a bit more.
Oh, you're back in front of us, so.
Alright, that's actually a good start. So, that is a success with 4 advantages.
Success with 4 advantages. Okay, so I am going to say that. Would you like to call that a crit?
Yes.
Okay, so you go in, you swing, and this one just literally gets slashed in half with a screech that hurts Flogger's brain very badly.
Yay.
As Flogger's having his first ride along. Previously, you hadn't been seeing what happened when you weren't in control. Now you get to see everything.
Now Flogger understands what's actually truly inside him. Yay! Flogger's gonna go like MIA after this combat. He's gonna be like panicking and running away very fast.
Okay, so that was a person's go. Okay, so everyone sees outside the building on top of it. Actually, what you get seen on the cameras on your helmet is the guard at the other entrance rush inside. And yep.
The crit was 1 spare advantage. I still had 3 left over.
You did have 3 left over.
Cool. Can I heal the strain that I used for frenzied attack?
You can heal the strain you use for frenzied attack, so you have no strain. My apologies for continuing.
No, I just realised that before we forget as well, so, yeah.
Okay, so Flogger's back on 0 strain, and you see the guard at the southern entrance go inside, and red lights start flashing on the outside of the building. You believe he has set an alarm off. Maybe they have actually some form of intellect, but this is the first time you've actually seen one of these guys moving in your actual vision.
Like I said, then we've got further downgrade his walk companion.
Okay, so a party member gets to act. Who would like to act? It can't be Bolt, Desmond, or Flogger.
Or, well, it has to be Talon along.
Yeah, it has to be Talon or Womp at this stage.
Talon's happy to go next.
Did Flogger take down the first one?
He did. He took down the first one. The second one ran inside the building.
Yeah.
The giant insect thing. Oh god.
And you can see it flopping about with its multiple arms twitching.
Which giant insect thing are you talking about?
The one on the north gate that the north door that Flogger destroyed.
So you do see another giant insect thing that
Oh,
took down
there's
the
2 now currently over there.
the Flogger insect thing or the guard insect thing.
That's why Flogger's tummy felt very icky after that taco.
What would Talon like to do?
Oh, sorry. Okay, do I have the equipment under the late players
Yep, you do.
section?
You do have each of them.
Okay.
You have an assault rifle you can open up on the winged horrific thing.
That's what I was just gonna say. I was gonna go, let's just go to town with the assault rifle.
Okay, so that means you get to roll your heavy, which I believe, if I quickly look you up, that would be ranged heavy. So you get 3 of those dice.
Yes, each range weapon is either light or heavy. So whichever one. Or cavalry, yeah. Or cavalry, exactly. But each one has a different skill attached to it. So the assault rifle falls on a ranged heavy.
Would you like to upgrade your check so you get a yellow dice?
Yes.
Okay, so would you like to aim?
Would I like? Yeah. Oh, yes.
You shooting at me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Too late now.
Oh, this video was just like, yo, I'm shooting at the other desk.
No, not that one. Oh.
Okay, so you line it up perfectly, and you get off an entire clip into the back of the thing's head.
Okay.
And your gun is basically flashing empty, and Flogger feels the anger shift from the creature that it just killed to the creature that just shot at it.
Oh, I don't have to deal with that.
Wait, what? Wait, sorry,
Friend, not foe. Friend, not foe.
So yeah, so the possession, like, I'm possessed, and I'm currently the possessee, and you shot the possessee. So the possessee is not happy with you at the moment.
Shit.
Don't worry, I'll figure that out. We'll get there.
Be quiet. Harlan won't feel a thing.
Oh god.
It'll be instantaneous.
I don't know. Paula's got pincers now, so.
Well,
Both of you over there, and
so
right there.
think praying mantis hands. That's currently what Flogger has.
No.
Okay, so Womp, you are up as the last player before second player's act.
Yeah, so did I actually notice that Bolt is severely drained?
Bolt has, you can see in the helmet the heart rate and all that sort of stuff, and you thought Hollow's heart rate had skyrocketed until you saw Bolt's reading, and you went, how is Bolt still alive?
What is it, like 400 beats per minute or something?
It's basically what is normally listed as someone having a heart attack, if not stroke.
Yeah. Okay.
You know how half people normally go beep, 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 and when it goes beep, that's bad. Well, for Bolt, it's going beep, but that's because it's constant, not deafening.
Yeah. You're
How far away is Bolt?
Bolt is, you stick your paw out, yep, there's Bolt.
That's right. Remember,
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to. How many white are left?
How many white are left?
Yeah.
All your white dice are left. Sorry, how many white tokens? There are 2.
Yeah.
There are 2 tokens.
Okay, cool. Activate Heal of Holy.
Yep, so what is your dice pool again?
It is 4 yellow, 1 green, 2 blue.
And how many white?
What was it? 6 white.
Okay, so let's do the dice pool for you. Well, with you. You are doing heal. So
Yeah, but I'm going to be empowered holy
the basing is that
as a maneuver.
so you
Is that
are
correct?
empowering with holy, so that means you are upgrading that to 6 times, so that is what you make the spell to start with.
Yep.
Because you've added holy to it.
Yep.
Okay. What else are you adding to the spell?
Let's see. I'm going to do restoration to remove any ongoing status effects.
So restoration is how many? 1 or 2?
It's just a 1.
1. Okay. What other effects are you putting on there? Because you got to do these before you do your.
Yeah, I know.
These have to go first. So.
Well, since I'm only targeting her, that's him. He's not dead. He's not bleeding.
And he's not large.
And he's not large.
Okay, so in that
So
case,
so after that, I then downgraded by 6.
So. And you downgrade it by 6?
Yep.
What are the things that downgrade it for you?
That's because my law is 3.
Mm-hmm.
With the empowered holy, that what is it? That's in the heal holy, it was.
That's what I was just checking to make sure which ones you had, because.
Yeah. So with heal holy, that lowers the difficulty by 3 with my knowledge law.
Okay. In which case.
And then my magic healer improved. Again, lowers the difficulty by ranking in law.
Mm-hmm. So that becomes your difficulty.
Okay, let's have a look at that.
Oh yeah, also you get 2 black dice because of Bolt failing the... No, Bolt succeeded, so Bolt's not in fearful mode.
Yep.
Okay, so those 2 go away. You
flip one of your blacks to white.
I flip one of these to white.
No. The other.
I've done the story point.
So you've already flipped the story point from black to white?
I just did that then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so you have 2 net successes.
I need advantages.
And you have 5 advantages. You have 1 magic point to activate the spell.
Which is all I need.
So it's your first magic point spent today. And you take 2 strain from the spell going off.
Yep, and then I'll get 1 back from my magic.
No, you don't. You get your 1 back before the strain is taken. It's always before.
You can never get the strain back at the park with the table parking at that moment.
So, yes, you can't load the weapon after you've fired it, sort of thing. And expect it to fire if it's empty. So, how much do you heal?
Okay, I'll just get it back to the current sheet.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you can heal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 strain on the base check.
Yeah, okay, so that's including the magical healer, which does an additional 3 wounds and 3 strain.
Well, that would wouldn't actually help much at this stage because she's only got 10 strain.
Yep, fair enough.
Okay, so you reduce it to 0. Puppy is better.
Oh.
Which now goes for Hollow and Nero. Which one of you would like to go first?
Okay,
Hollow is probably regretting life choices here. But in the meantime, can she send out one of the military drones Does that have cameras on it, or is that like an attack drone?
You do not have drones with weapons. Your drones only have cameras and sensors.
Okay.
And potential tools to plug in, giving you remote access.
Yep. Probably want to send one of those up to.
So that's the recon remote. Is the one that has the camera. The mini drone has tools, and the micro drone also has tools.
Yep.
So think of them about the size of a grenade.
Yep.
Okay, so as a maneuver you throw it into the air, what do you do? What else do you do?
Is it like an action to control it to where I want it to go? To like to look out the door?
Technically, you can spend an action to send it to a location.
Yes.
And that you're controlling it. Your drone is spinning, and they get to see the top of the building and the hatch on the top of the building as it flies over. So that brings us to Nero.
Yep.
You're acting toward the
Well, there's nothing for Nero to really act upon.
Oh crap is a good act.
Yeah, crap is best.
Or you can collect the shattered gear of the troll.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have two assault rifles now.
Yeah. Yeah, Nero will pick up the shattered remains of what Flogger was wearing.
Okay. That brings us to round number 2. Who would like to go first? It's up for grabs. Desrin spoke up, so Desrin wants to go first.
Okay. Desmond's going to be calling out here. Move in, get away from the another one, that could be Flogger, and airline to start heading towards the common door.
Okay, so let me see. Looking at the map, you could probably do a double maneuver to get there. Actually, what's your agility?
Where am I gone?
Good thing to do is count the number of squares and then double it, and that's how far it is in meters for you to move.
Okay, because he's got agility 5, so he's pretty quick.
So that means you can move 15 meters as a maneuver without any problems.
Okay.
And while you're figuring that out, and everyone else is, I'm going to quickly duck to the toilet.
So they're going to find you working on the idea of thinking that other mantis thing may not be entirely against it until someone shot at it. But in the meantime, he's working on the idea of getting out of the fight with that, and therefore he might get distracted by something else. Which is why Desmond's moving forward to put the building between him and the mantis on his way to the southern door. And telling everyone else to come along.
Okay.
Okay, so did you count the squares?
Yeah.
From the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 total, of which he can do, which is what, 24? Okay, he can do 15 metres in one movement, which puts him behind the building as far as like halfway down the...
Would you like to spend 2 strain to get into the building?
He's happy to basically get to that halfway point down there in the building, and basically take up a position, ready to do something if it comes out of the doorway around the corner.
Okay. So we have Desrin in a ready position. We now have a party member. Who would like to go next?
Can Bolt go next? Or should Bolt go next?
Anyone can go
I'm going
next.
to suggest that Josh at least, if Flogger still counts as a party member, I would send Nero first, and then Flogger to go last.
Well, technically, Flogger will be going last each round now.
Right, okay.
Now that he's activated.
Yeah, so certainly it doesn't really matter, well, unless something else happens, it doesn't really matter who goes in what order, until something else comes out of us, assuming people are no longer shooting at the mantis spirit that is Flogger. So, we got Bolt want to go next?
Bolt it is. Because Bolt had spoken up.
Yeah.
Bolt it is. I use it's an action or a maneuver to keep the
It is a maneuver.
Alright.
You take 2 strain.
Use one of my maneuvers to sustain my magic.
Causing 2 strain to sustain it.
Oh, awesome. At least I got healed.
Don't worry when you do your, if you didn't have your haste stop, if you had have done your second action as a sustain, it would have been 4 strain.
You're taking strain as well as what you maneuver every time?
Yes. It's hard to keep multiple spells up, and it's...
That's all good. Again, it's what just between my head and recognizing the fact that, yeah.
Because I still my astral up, but that I was able to sustain through the extra white dice, right? Yeah.
And it means you have 1 less magic rating, so you roll 1 less white dice when you use magic while you're sustaining.
Yes. So instead of 4, it's 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So you use one maneuver to sustain, and then a second maneuver that I think you get for free. Could you move?
Yes.
And where would you like to move to?
Are we moving in?
We're moving, okay. They're going to move in to the side, the eastern side of the building, like halfway down to the southern door, maybe distance away from Florida, or close to the mantis.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would suggest that Bolt move to a little bit in front of Desrin, because Bolt moves a bit faster. But not go all the way to the door. Like, go close to the corner if you can, but not actually go through the door.
Well, Bolt can technically move 18, so...
Yeah. Yeah, so basically moving almost up to the corner.
Okay, Bolt moves to that location. Okay, inside you can hear sounds of machinery whirling. Who would like to go next? Would Tarlin like to run for safety?
Yes, Tal's just having a coffee fit.
Is Tarlin going to run towards...
Tarlin's very shocked by the event. She's giving herself an Asper attack.
Is she running towards Desrin, or is she running away from the party?
No, I think I was kind of hoping to follow Bolt and just use Bolt as a
shield.
dog. Yeah.
Okay, so...
Don't fall on you.
That's just a bloody large deal.
I mean, technically, my silhouette is from like a human's medium creature, right?
Yep.
The ornament should give me an extra silhouette, so I should be large right now, right?
Technically, if you went large, you would have burst your suit and potentially crushed your body. So Primal Fury doesn't actually increase your size. It just gives you extra damage.
So what's the one that increases my size?
That's the transform one.
Oh, that's my transform. Sorry. I keep thinking it was the same thing, but it's not.
Okay, so yes, you run 12 meters as an action. Did you wish to do as a maneuver? Did you wish to do anything else, such as reload your weapon?
Yes. Oh, that's right, because I emptied the entire cap, whatever you call it last time.
Okay.
Yes, I want to reload.
It takes you 2 strain, and you've reloaded your weapon.
Okay.
Okay, so next person up is either Nero or Womp.
Yeah, I'll follow up Desmond. Let's see. I'll have my scepter out.
Okay, so you managed to easily keep up with Desrin. Well, sort of keep up with him, but you're between Desrin and Talon. So what does Nero do? For Josh.
Nero will move with the rest of the party towards the door.
Okay, let's see how good Nero is at doing these things.
I have an agility of 5.
Okay, you go quite well as you do the whole, the ground's only there to help me move.
Yeah.
The part of the assassins playing fiddle right now.
Yeah.
Which then brings us to, Hollow.
Hi. Hello.
You try to keep up with the others?
I'll try my best.
Okay, so
Nero will say to Hollow, "Come on, you computer potato."
with your full maneuver, you are in line of sight with an angry-looking flogger horrific thing.
But you want to make 2 strain and do another maneuver.
Because you can only move 3 of those squares per maneuver.
Oh, I'm gonna exert myself and try and catch up.
I thought you'd find it interesting noting just how slow you are in comparison.
Oh yeah, no, I know she's slow because she doesn't need to be fast. Not normally.
You park where it counts.
And hey, you only need to be faster than the slowest member of your... Hey, that's you.
Yes. Yeah.
I would take the 2 strain and do another move.
Okay, so yes, you go down the side of the building. Okay, so everyone hears a horrific crunching sound on the other side of the building to where they are, and Hollow gets this wonderful view of winged flogger just flying into the side of the building and going through it as if concrete was paper.
Nothing. Yeah. Way.
So, Hollow now knows and can show everyone that winged flogger is in the building.
with my surveillance drone.
Yep.
And the communicating link we've got between everyone in the suits.
Yes.
Here, let me show you oversight. Oh, God.
Oh, wait.
Okay, so now we're up to round 3.
Bolt looking around the corner. Is the door still open?
The door is still open.
Okay. Well, Jacob would suggest that we probably want to move at least into the door in whatever current order we are. So whoever's in the front would go first, and then second, third, fourth, back to the line, and we'll basically aim to take up a defensive position inside the door, see something to kill immediately.
So that's 14 first then.
Until Hollow can get in the back door. So, if you agree with that? Okay, Hollow be first, but it's all the way clear.
So what was that, Ross?
I was just saying yes.
And what was that, Al?
Yeah, totes.
Okay.
Oh shit, let's not go into the building with the big fly thing.
No. David was working on the idea of better to know exactly where it is, so that therefore we know what to expect.
So,
I can send a drone into the building, can't I?
And if nothing else, I'm sure Mr. Johnson wants some more camera shot inside the building to see what the kill footage.
In before the possession has literally busted through the walls in premeditation of Talon about to walk through the front door.
So who wishes to go first in this round? Desrin got a free instruction, so he can choose to either go first or later.
Sorry, what was that one?
Desrin got a free instruction on this round.
Yeah.
So that's not his action, so who would like to go first?
The intent was we're going in order of the thing. So Dolphy first, then it'll be Jackson / Swamp, or no, Jackson / Nero.
I'll go a bit later, just run to the bathroom.
Okay.
So
So,
Hollow can go first and like send the drone into the building to get more surveillance inside, see what's going on.
If Holland's already got the drone just outside the door, haven't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
so of point, you have to do 2 maneuvers to get into the building as Hollow.
Yeah. But if Hollow uses to go first and does the maneuver to see what's in the building, then we can take the rest of us, and then Hollow can slowly work our way around, assuming it's safe to get in.
Is it okay if Talon goes after Hollow? Because I think I might have to go to bed soon after that.
We can do that. Okay, so Hollow goes first. Hollow's first maneuver is to send the drone in.
Yeah.
As the drone enters, you can see what appears to be a lift activated going down. Another of the 6 armed insect guys standing between the elevator and what appears to be a shimmering flogger with blade hands out cutting through boilers and structural poles holding up the roof as if it was not there. As it slowly does this pantherish sort of stalk towards the other insect guy.
Whoa, is that it? Or is there more?
Well, that's what Hollow gets to see as sends in the actual thing.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, I'm glad I reloaded.
Does Silent wish to go in? Or does Silent go, I'm going to look after the blacks, bye?
I mean, look, let's be real. Talon literally would have abandoned this for her own safety, 100%. Should I try to do the right thing? Like, what? Please, Desra and someone sensible. What should a reasonable person do in this situation?
well,
Reasonable person would not have signed up.
would be that Bolt would be the first one to go into the door, as in the one who's got potentially the best opportunity to avoid or to counter the mantis flogger if the flogger comes that way. So at this stage, Harlan should just effectively move up a bit closer to the corner behind flogger and be behind Bolt and be prepared to move in when the group has cleared. So.
Yeah, I think that's a sensible idea.
So-
I'm going to abandon my reason now.
As you see Talon moving up, you do see on the video that the winged flogger's head seems to follow Talon's movement outside the building while inside. Maybe winged flogger was just walking towards Talon.
But there was one of the other insect things between flogger and the wall, wasn't there?
There was, though the one outside wasn't much of an impediment.
Yeah.
Oh no, poor Flogger. What if Flogger just wanted to help?
Well, except if it's needed to be Declan going to the next room to make another command saying, okay, hold the position at the corner until we see what happens inside.
Okay, so as you're getting ready to say that, you see the insect, the six-armed insect guy going to what looks like a combat stance and move faster than any of you can, right up to Flogger and make an attack.
Hey Martin, I'm just going to log off for the night.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Hello.
Good night.
Interesting. Okay, so you see the security guard, the guard rush up to Flogger and actually impale Flogger with one of its claws. So much so you actually see a splash of blood as the claw pops out the other side.
Well, that could distract Flogger enough to take his mind off Carlin.
As Desrin then sends out his command with that distraction of that's the first time you've seen something harm possessed Flogger.
For most of us, isn't that the first time we've actually seen the death Flogger?
You saw him in the compound taking on the police as you were running away.
No, it didn't mean nothing. Well, it's good, like, Declan had already run by that point, so.
Okay, so we're up to either Womp or Nero.
Okay, so we're going in now, are we?
Well, just the Declan Black command, order, suggestion, if anyone has them, was to form up just at the corner while we watch what's happening on the left from Hollow Road and allow people to actually get move up again without getting out of breath.
Okay, so I'll do that. So all in a huddle.
And from
and more importantly, giving Flogger / other things inside there trying to deal with each other while still getting good footage for Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, you're seeing fantastic footage of all these horrific things happening.
Yeah.
All in perfect 3D rendered environmental sensations.
Which just reminds me of a comment I talked about earlier. Considering Declan's reactions to Euphoria's skin scan, is he still holding it together now?
He is struggling greatly, and if he attacks, because of everyone who failed, we'll be downgrading their checks when facing your opponents.
Okay, I remember that.
That's what the failure is going to be, is a downgrade on any check against one of these beings.
Happy with that? Because let's face it, Declan will like his weapons pretty useless anyway, so being down won't make much difference.
Okay, so that brings us to one point Nero. Which one wished to go?
Right, I think the intent is everyone just get into that corner at the moment.
Okay.
If Nero or Hollow had actions available that they might be able to somehow sync in with the alarm system that was set off. Not that it would make much difference if it was turned off, but hey, might be quieter.
Well, that would be Nero because Hollow's already acted.
I'm pretty sure it was already acted.
Hollow's already fairly slow that we don't need to make extra actions for Hollow, but Nero might do the move up there and then do an action to try to get into the wireless system.
Nero would probably respond, have to get inside and plug into the terminal.
Ordered.
We're faithing of terminals currently sitting right next to the six-armed creature.
Yeah. We wait. That card, we wait. Better background noise for the cinema anyway.
Okay, so Josh, would you like to roll one of your Blades of Death rolls?
Okay.
Cut off the blade that inside you.
Difficulty?
The difficulty will be 3 red.
3 red. I will suffer 3 strain to upgrade my thing 3 times. So, that. Alright. That goes. Three successes, 2 threat.
Okay, so that will end up being 4 strain for the creature as he does that, and you see the insect, the 6-legged armed, becoming a 3 segments with 2 arms each.
Okay. I was going to say 6 feathers with 1 arm each.
Well, it was 2 slices, not multiple slices.
Yep. Fair enough.
Okay, so
and there's Flogger and Rudolph after doing another attack.
Flogger didn't even seem to stop walking.
Okay.
It seems not even being attacked by this creature seemed to have slowed Flogger's slow, relentless walk towards wherever you believe Talon to be standing.
Come on, it did more damage to it than Talon did.
You can still see its appendage still sticking out of Flogger.
Yeah.
Well, this one didn't run away. The other one ran away. Playing hard to get.
Oh, yellow one making Talon, mate.
That is correct. Yes.
When you were saying that, hang on, are we talking the one that's starting outside, or? Yes, okay. Yeah, but given the one that just got killed with the one that had run inside from outside?
That is correct. It's the one who set off the alarm.
Yeah.
On your video, you see that the lift has stopped. Apparently, it has reached its destination, somewhere down below.
Okay. And Flogger is slowly moving towards, well, the southeast corner of the building, from what we can tell. Is that right?
Yep. Though that's also where the elevator is, so hey, he may be moving towards the elevator.
From memory, there was one person, one heat signature inside as well, right? That's what's gone, we presume has gone down the elevator?
There were 2 heat signatures inside.
There were 2 signatures inside. And a bigger one down below, I think.
That is correct, yes.
Oh, right, sorry. So, 2 people outside, 2 people inside, and 1 people downstairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So those 2 people presumably have gone down the elevator.
That's what you believe.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to get another map, that's all.
I would love to show you the map, but it gives away secrets.
No, that's fine, that's why I was clarifying, that's all.
Edwin will suggest to Talon that it might not be coming to you, but it's probably better if you move away, just in case. So, Edwin suggested to Talon that he might want to actually head back out up the northern exit, and if necessary, we'll let him know whether or not Flogger, Mantis, turn to action to chase, and if so, get on the bike and get out of there.
Well, it'd be one way to get Mantis out of the area.
What's that?
It would one way to get Mantis out of the area.
Yeah, we don't get what Mantis out of the area, because Mantis got to be also just the guy that want to kill. So Talon moves back up to the exit, and then we'll wait to see which way Flogger Mantis goes.
Okay, so Talon goes first then, and as Talon moves, you see the head of Flogger move with Talon, but the body keeps walking towards the elevator. Seems to be fully aware of where Talon is at all times.
Yeah. Good suggestion, mate. We're staying put until we find out which way that thing goes, and wait out. People can recover their breath if they've made to the corner there, or they can keep moving forward. I think if they take a hollow, might need to keep moving forward a little bit, but...
Hopefully we use this opportunity to, like, catch up.
Okay, so you all find yourself standing not on the other side of the wall from the elevator.
Yeah.
Hey, lucky place to stand, I'm sure.
Totally. It's not about to get ripped out of its
Well, to be fair,
elevator shaft, right?
if it was going to go through the wall, then it might go through the northern wall now, because that's where Talon is up near the northern exit.
Okay. You see it reach the elevator My phone decided I wanted to go halfway down the book that I'm using as a reference. Yay.
Cool.
Well, I clicked and I went, string. It's like, I didn't think I had a scroll. How do I have a scroll with no scroll button? Okay, so you see Mantis Flogger basically cut its way through anything in its way with the equivalent of pushing a paper bag out of the way, be it a steel beam, a crate, or an industrial sized machine.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you've not seen Flogger use that level of strength in a casual basis.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm not gonna, I still wouldn't say we've seen Flogger do it, because hey, it's not really Flogger anymore. Doesn't look like Flogger.
no, you've seen Flogger do amazing feats of strength, but normally Flogger struggles doing it.
Sorry, it cut out for me when Martin said what he ripped out. What he did.
He was basically pushing beams, crates, and industrial-sized machines out of his way as if it's like paper bags.
Oh right, yep, sorry. Yeah, it just that bit cut out for me. Sorry.
And
My sweet matchbox cars.
and reaches the elevator, which has a thin mesh grate as a door, and simply just drags it down with one of its claws, and you hear the snapping of cables inside as it seems to force its way into the elevator shaft, and you hear the thumping as it starts climbing down head first down the shaft.
We don't do anything climbing here. No.
Yeah, there's a look to what, did we end up with that climbing gear?
I'm pretty sure Bolt put some in his backpack. I'm pretty sure it specifically said, if you can't fit it, I can.
Yeah, I don't think that Bolt ended up with some, so, along with the spare clips.
Bolt could have had one set of climbing gear, so you could use that if you wish.
Yeah. As Mantis Flogger starts going down head first, does the neck and head rotate unnaturally so that technically he's still looking towards where Talon is?
Well, hard to tell because the drone doesn't see anything once the once it starts going down head first.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's what's getting character behind keep it in tight, follow and see what's happening.
Okay, so that was round 4 for you of Talon and Flogger as you were waiting to see what happened next.
Yeah.
Does Horn have enough skill to sort of like set the drone to follow the target without having to do inputs all the time, or do I have to do inputs all the time?
You can set it to target Flogger and stay on his trail.
Come on, you're not Airpole 1, okay?
So give me a computer check.
Computer check. Is that sysop or?
Sysop it is specifically, because that's just what you use in this case.
Yeah. Can I have that, please? I don't need the word. I need 3 yellow, 3 green, 2 blue.
Do you wish to upgrade your check?
You don't need Declan's help?
I mean, I'll take your help if you really want to. I think we're prepared for it, you know.
Does Holo have this, or does Holo wish to upgrade?
It could be necessary.
I don't think it's necessary just to get the drone to follow the target. If it fails,
Okay, so
It's not the end world.
your difficulty dice is 6 red.
6 red.
Apparently Flogger doesn't want to be followed.
I'm sneaky.
Oh no, he's pushing magic and he's radiating magic. Bolt is almost getting a suntan from where Bolt is magic wise.
Well, they're probably not got the element that you've got to try and make sure that these drones just don't get too close, otherwise you'll lose control. And of course, you've got Mr. Johnson, Mr. Director, looking over the shoulder going, don't lose that image. If you lose the footage, I need another camera there, and you're it.
Well, he has got redundancy. He has Nero after all.
Yeah, that's the point. No one else actually can run a flight right now. Okay. Come on else has to go in if we lose the drone. Which is going to happen, but we're going to play it anyway. But.
Sorry, Martin, do you take successes out for despairs as well?
Also, a despair also counts as a failure, so it removes a success.
Yep, cool, just clarifying. That goes... That one, and that one goes... That one goes... I succeed, but... So, 4 successes, 2 despairs.
Okay, so you manage to get your drone to follow in within a meter of Flogger as he's going down the shaft, and about 2 meters down the shaft you see one of Flogger's nails flick out, still connected to Flogger, and slash right through your drone from its feet.
Awesome. Is it funny that I said the exact same thing? Like, Flogger senses the presence of the drone, just flicks it off like a fly.
And you believe you get a picture of half your drone through the camera before it shorts out, realizing that he's just sliced your drone in two.
Don't I have to return that as well?
Well, you now need to pay for that.
Okay.
Anything you can't return, you have to pay for.
Clearly, I missed a 0 in that specification for the follow distance. It was meant to be like follow 10 meters behind instead of a meter, but you know.
10 meters, you wouldn't get the shot.
You just misplaced decimal points.
Oh yeah, or something like that. Yeah, like I misplaced a number somewhere.
At 10 meters, Flogger could literally have disappeared from view before you even saw it.
Yeah.
So you wanted to be in close, and you didn't expect his foot to lash out without moving and strike you down.
Yay.
If we get an idea of the direction that Flogger was facing before the drone died,
you could not actually see Flogger's head at all. The wings were blocking everything. So who knows what had triggered its reaction or where it's looking. As you go into this stage, because the wings are looking very solid, as are the claws.
Harlan, bring the bikes into the compound and have them ready. We might be coming out quick. And then I suggest that we might at least follow to the edge of the well, and see what we can see down the well.
Okay.
I'm sure these walls have to go down, not like some other wells.
Well, to be honest, you probably think this well is far more terrifying than the other well.
Well, the difficulty is this well has no terrors. The other well's got unknown terrors.
Well, now's a good time to show you the lower footprint. If I can figure out where my Discord is. There we are. That is where Flogger is heading. with the big square black thing being the elevator shaft on the lower level.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure the name has no connotations whatsoever.
Sure, that's fine.
And then that is the upper level map.
Oh, what, in the ground level?
Yeah, so where the W is in the north wall, that's where Flogger came through. And he walked right through that machinery to where the other W is and broke into the shaft.
Wow, and so we're near that door near the elevator shaft, right?
That is
We're in the double door at the bottom, yep.
Yeah.
You guys have just walked into the building.
Yeah. I love the name of the map too.
What could possibly go wrong now you know the name?
Well, obviously the name is completely misleading.
And
Not high.
you're hearing a lot of high-pitched screaming coming out of the elevator shaft. Screaming that does not sound human and is literally hurting your ears, even through the sound dampening effect of your helmets. And in Bolt's sense, Bolt is getting baffled by intense emotional distress coming up that shaft.
Is that the one sensing astrally? Or...
You are sensing astrally at a great distance all the way down that shaft, feeling like you are feeling intense emotions of distress, pain and suffering. And maybe some of that is just Flogger's ride along.
I have half a feeling like I think we know what's down. Can I see what's downstairs astrally?
No, you can't because of all the rock.
Right. I have half a mind to drop the astral now because it's getting a bit much. Because I can do that at any point, right?
You can, yes.
But you may not get back again very easily.
Yeah, but I think I kind of know what we're up against. I don't think you need me to tell you that.
I also need to add, last round you took two strain to keep up your augment, so you're on 8 strain now.
Yeah, I don't think I can keep up. Wait, I'm on 8. Oh no, because I took a whole bunch of strain with the last thing.
Yeah. I would think that you're better off dropping the augment than the actual personally, but if the actual's not really costing you anything, except for 8 points that you're not really using too much yet.
Yeah,
the augment is costing.
Yeah, I'll drop the augment.
Devil's going to go up to the elevator shaft and look down.
Okay, looking down you can see, looks as if someone has used a plasma cutter to cut through the doors and the elevator cable.
Uh-huh.
And it doesn't even look hot. So someone used what looks like intense heat to slice it without leaving any heat residue behind.
Okay, yep.
So you're getting an idea of just how scary those spirit hands are. And looking down, you can see that the concrete structure of the elevator shaft is twisted and distorted all the way down. There are enough handholds and footholds that even the shortest and the tallest of you have plenty of places to climb down with.
And how far down is it?
It is 10 meters down.
Okay. So I'm guessing.
Actually, I'll probably say 4 meters down. Actually, call it 4 meters.
Right, 4 meters down.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing Bolt, Desmond, and Nero are probably the best with the coordination for the climbing. Oh no, climbing is actually athletic rather than parkouring, isn't it?
Climbing is athletics, but you can do acrobatics instead of athletics.
Okay.
And do the I flip my way down.
Yeah. Hardcore. And 4 meters, well, if people actually effectively lower themselves, they can probably drop the last 2 meters in combat armor that probably won't affect them too much. If they're not particularly coordinated or athletic, or people can get attacked on the way. So I would suggest that Bolt and Desmond go down first. I'm not going to really work with you out the climbing gear, because people can slide down a bit on the handholds or drop and things like that. Don't Hollow have another drone that can be sent down, at least looking?
Does not have another recon drone. She expended it.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't I have 2 more drones, or they be gone?
Each of those drones, one is a crawling drone, one is a plug-in drone.
Oh, right, okay.
You don't have anything from float down. Okay. Well, yeah, if you can't get anything actually at the bottom of the elevator shaft, they will say, Bolt, you first, I'll follow, if you come down, as you can. If you can't hit the bottom Bolt, then don't go to the elevator shaft, you just want to view first. Then you can catch up with the people, or come, or roll.
It should have been a 2 meter drop on top of the elevator. But unfortunately, the elevator below has been pancaked.
There's not the elevator to the land on too? Yes. Go do Bolt have anything to do now?
Bolt could literally do the jump and superhero landing if Bolt wished to.
Yeah, probably better.
Do it.
And Bolt's helmet lists the danger, falling, and then lands.
I'm gonna probably go out.
Can Bolt get anything out of the, I'm assuming that can't be anchored to the elevator car?
Okay, in
Yeah, probably Florida's friends to shred, absolute shreds, hopefully, things down here.
Now you can see the blades of death spinning in front of you and spinning faster than your eyes can follow.
Wow, that's something.
And you can see that there's about 10 of these insect creatures going up against Flogger, and apparently they made a mistake.
Yeah, that's not surprising. I could have told that.
But Bolt definitely being effectively 10 ants going up against a mantis
Yep,
in the actual.
definitely. And basically the first time you're actually seeing Flogger in full power. Previously you'd never seen the Mantis Spirit so strong. It looks like it has completely taken over.
How far away from the elevator shaft is Florida Mantis?
About 2 meters.
Oh, okay.
And you can see all the walls to the north of the shaft have been broken in as the hive has come to defend itself from one of its worst attackers.
Okay. Well, Desmond will hold off guys. You jump by flying down and to get the other hold off, and he's very bold. Back against the wall, back up the wall position.
And as you watch, it only takes about a couple of heartbeats for these 10 combatants to fall on top of the previous 10 combatants that Mantis has already taken down. as the area is littered with over 100 limbs.
Yeah.
Well, considering there are 8 limbs per body, and more than 10 bodies, there's over 100 limbs.
Limbs.
Yes, it's not the idea of count legs divided by 2, it's divided by age. And then wait for new leg.
Yeah, just no.
And there is black blood everywhere.
Trying to pick it up.
As you see, Flogger, Mantis Flogger, just walk casually through the walls again as if they're nothing, going out of sight.
Well, as you start to move off out of the room, especially when the room is expanded, or after the room is expanded, but before the room is expanded, Gabriel's going to start hitting his way down the elevator car. I don't know whether he's particularly got a roll or how he's different for it, but as I say, he's got 2 yellow and 3 green coordination. I'm guessing he's doing it anyway.
I'm going to say you make it down easily because there's so many handholds here, it's not funny.
And Gabriel will take up the position fighting just with undercover near the elevator, and then encourage the others to make their way down. Bolt and be there to help anyone who might slip, or to grab them and say, if they start down. I'm assuming that Nero, Womp, and Hollow will not then have the difficulty getting down.
Okay, the rest of them have no problems getting down. I'm assuming that Womp helps Hollow, because Nero can do the whole parkour down very easily.
Yeah.
Oh, I think needs a bit of help there.
I expected you would, or she would. Between the reach up of Womp and Bolt, I expect you should be able to get down without too much problem.
Bolt is still medium size at this stage. And you can see through your helmets that it's giving you ability to see the dimensions of the room as well as movement tracking.
Right.
So
we can track the movements of Mantis.
You can track the movement of Mantis and the fact that Mantis is doing it's probably saying its strikes are hitting at over maybe 200-300 kilometers per hour.
Mm-hmm. And there continues to be ants coming toward Mantis as you move away from the elevator.
There are, but they seem to be getting smaller and smaller. You think it's the equivalent of a ant nest trying to stop a predator.
Yep.
And they may as well be trying to stop one of the alien predators.
Okay, it's Gabriel's happy to take up the position, assuming that it looks like Mantis is clearing everything going through. He'll take up the position, maintaining cover, but basically at the wall through which Mantis went out of this room. So you can continue trying to get a visual sight of Mantis's thing, as well as the practical interpretation.
Okay, so at this point I'm going to ask Josh, does Josh wish to try to regain control of Flogger?
Flogger have... Yeah, Flogger will try and get control.
Okay, he gets to make another willpower, discipline check.
What is the... What do we got? I Alright, upgrade this.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the difficulty?
6 red.
6 red, of course.
You basically gave the ride along its target.
Yeah. I have a distinct feeling I'm going to continue to ride along. Oh yeah, I'm continuing the ride along. I was unsuccessful at taking over.
And did you get any despairs?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Got a lot of failures, and then... Yep.
So there's still a chance. There's still a chance for Flora.
Total 6 failures.
Okay, so by the time you all make it down the shaft, there's just silence down below, except for the sound of bits of walls and metal falling to the ground.
So I can Devlin see when he's looking out the, like effectively out beyond room 1/2 or 3, depending on which way Mantis actually went through walls.
So, looks like Mantis walked from the front of the shaft directly towards the number 16, passing through room 2 and the wall behind it.
Okay. In which case then Jacob will walk through room 2 and he stopped at the corner and looking into room 16 while the others catch up.
Okay, so as you move through here, you see it looks as if these creatures were fighting even while decapitated or cut off at the waist or sliced in two. They were basically fighting long beyond a human's capacity to fight. And as you look into the room, you get a sight from your worst nightmares assaulting you. So this is worse than when the person sprouted insect parts. You now all need to make another discipline check, as it's all throughout your monitors.
Well, I would suggest that Devlin will probably more than 2 upgrades. I didn't make some record there.
So we shall start with Womp, because he got the best initiative. What would Womp like to do?
Yes. Womp is now sort of sniggering to himself, knowing that the corporation is also watching this horrific event, and they're probably got comatose as well.
What people?
The discipline.
It's discipline because I'm feeling bad.
Yeah,
I just knew it.
You've got 4 yellow and a green.
4 yellow, 1 green, yeah.
Yes, buddy.
Tyrion, you meowing every time that dog barks. Yeah, you are?
There we are.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Okay, so you take 2 strain.
Okay, I take 1 strain because of one of my talents.
And you are horrified. Desrin, what is Desrin's discipline?
Discipline, normally 2 green.
Would you like to spend one?
Well, probably if I can do it, but I probably can't, it's probably necessary to get through, because I expect Desmond probably use additional lack because of the experience in the content with Euphoria. That was fine, no worries.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16 strain for Desrin. Putting you on 18.
Unconscious.
Putting you on 18 strain.
Yeah. With the threshold of 14.
Which means you have taken 4 wounds. Okay, so we're now up to Nero. What is Nero's?
What's Nero's discipline?
Yep.
2 yellow, 1 green.
So that will be against 6 red. Would you like me to roll it?
I've got it on.
All good.
Five failures and a despair.
Okay, so. Okay, so Nero is horrified, and he is throwing up inside his helmet. How about Bolt?
Bolt has 1 yellow, 1 green. Nice. Well, to start with 1 yellow, 1 green, how many red dice made?
For you, it is 7.
Reroll.
It is 7 red plus 2 black.
7 red. Oh.
You did get a despair last time you saw one.
I don't even think upgrading is going to be helpful, to be honest. Against 7 red. I'm gonna have to reroll for it. That's a purple, not a black. Oh man. This is well, I haven't rolled a despair yet, so let's go out.
There's always 3 more dice to roll to see if they come out as despairs.
That cancels. That's a roll that and that. I didn't pull out another red. We only have 4 reds. Yeah, I need to roll the 2 and then another one. Okay, so that's 3 and 7. 3 failures, 7.
Red?
Yes.
So you take 14 strain.
Yeah, that's my strain threshold. What happens there?
Everything above your strain threshold becomes wounds.
And you're unconscious.
Yep. So you already got 8 strain, so that means you take 14 on top of that. How much strain do you have left?
I only have 10 strain.
Okay, so you go to 10 strain, and your wounds are 12. Okay, so you go down, and you are very messed up right now. And what about Hollow?
Hello.
It will be 6 red and 4 black.
Sorry, how many red?
6 red and 4 black.
What was that? No, what was that now? Oh. Fury, go away with your bull black. Oh my gosh. Fury, stop answering me. Just go away, Fury. I'm not asking you anything. Shoot. That could be found later. Yeah, 5 Oh, which is not pretty right now.
So what did Hollow get?
Oh, sorry, did that not come through?
My brain completely blanked it out. I was going, I'm sure you told me my brain had, but I can't remember what you said.
Okay, was it 5 failures and 1 despair?
Okay, so 5 failures and 1 despair. Hollow is also horrified and throwing up in their helmet.
Delicious.
Okay, so those of you who didn't pass out.
Didn't pass out, or she's just throwing up?
She's throwing up in the helmet and able to see through the sickness. Currently, Womp Ear gets the full effect of the room. So for Womp's thing, dark amber cocoons fill the room, and shadowy human-shaped bodies writhe within them. You see, looks as if these people are a merging of person and insect, and slowly transforming from person to hybrid. And against the far wall are 2 immense-sized ants that are what you take to be true form spirits, with a human that you recognize from the videos provided by Desrin pinned to the wall by the blades of mantis flogger. And
Like as in one of the assailants, or
one of the assailants who captured Euphoria.
Yeah.
And in you see what looks to be Euphoria's face in one of these cocoons right against the wall. It seems to be the largest one. and scattered around the room are half-eaten bodies of those who seem to be infected with some sort of floral thing, very much like poppy.
Okay, so they've been going after people who have been infected with the flower,
Or infecting them on purpose.
Oh, okay, they've been infected with it. Yeah.
But they are using them as a food source. And you think you now know what their amber gel is by looking at things. It's the equivalent of these insect creatures doing the whole honeybee thing on the floral people to produce their own nectar, which is infused with their spirits.
So there's still 2 giant ants, correct?
They are both on the ground, looking as if they have been severely put down with prejudice.
Oh, okay. So they're not moving.
They are not. Well, they are twitching, but don't seem to be alive.
So Amber is stuck in the cocoon, correct?
Euphoria.
Euphoria is stuck in the cocoon.
Well, Euphoria is in one of the cocoons. None of the people in the cocoon seem to be conscious.
And what Mantis doing?
Mantis seems to be pinning the only person you recognize from the video to the wall at the end. You don't think that person's alive because one of the blades has gone right through where the guy's heart should be.
Okay. So how far is Mantis Logger from
Euphoria?
Euphoria.
Standing right over Euphoria because it seems the other guy was trying to stop Mantis getting there.
Okay. This is going to be interesting. Okay, I'm going to put my weapons away and try to look as harmless as possible. See if I could drag Euphoria's cocoon away from the angry blogger.
Well, you do have 5 team members in trouble around you. 2 of them throwing up in their helmets. 2 of them unconscious. And it's like, I will go and do this hard thing over there while everyone else behind me just...
No, I just feel like... Okay, then I was just looking around and oh, you're all down. Okay.
Well, they were technically in front of you. They fell before you.
Oh.
Because Bolt and Desrin went in first.
Okay. So the side up guys, I'm going to hit with the medical, the medpack thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not casting any spells on them, so...
Doing a medical check. Carry on. Okay, buddy. I'm coming to
I think this is probably a little bit too stressful to use the heal with holy, so I'll just do a standard heal on... Who doesn't have cybernetics? We've got Bolt.
And you.
I can't cast it on the field.
Yeah. Okay. The other people here, you've got Redmond and Nero.
Yeah, you both got cybernetics, but I'm not sure overhealing do you. Okay. I'm surprised that Bolt didn't shift.
I don't think I had a chance to.
Well, like I said, what is the Bolt and David Common Good, Nero, I think he was on Common Good, and
Oh no, Nero is throwing up as is Hollow.
Nero Hall throwing up there.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm basically giving the answer to the ones beside the next the back.
Yep.
Just to if they've got any damage. And I'm going to do a heal on Bolt. I am going to do.
What are you doing here? Because he's not going to make it happen.
Okay, well I'll do Bolt first then.
With magic?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your magic again?
Okay, so it is 4 yellow, 1 green, 2 blue,
Mm-hmm.
and 6 white.
The base heal is 1 purple.
1.
You doing anything else?
I am going to do heal critical because I'm not sure what's going on at the moment.
Which is at level, it's 1 or 2?
That's 2 for that. Restoration.
Which is how many?
Is 1. Because I've only got the 1 at the moment. I really need to upgrade.
You can put it multiple
Oh,
times.
wait a second. Okay, so that's currently at 1, 2, 4. With the upgrade, that is the total upgrade or the total of the upgrade value?
Total upgrades, so you can put 3 upgrades onto one, so you've got I think you've put 2 upgrades on there now with your healing.
Yeah, okay, so I've got a maximum of 3, so I can only increase the restoration by another 1, correct?
You could
Or,
so you can apply heal restoration twice more, increasing the difficulty by 2 more.
okay. Yep, I'll do that, and then I'll lower the difficulty by 6.
And you lower it by 6.
Yeah.
You can't be doing heal with holy here.
I'm not doing heal holy.
Then how you're getting it all down by 6.
Okay,
Last time you could only reduce it by 3, so that's
then I reduce it by 3 then.
Triumph is good.
That's good. I only needed 1 to get it off.
There are 2 of those and 3 of those, so you get that back, and that, and that. Okay, so yes, you get off that, and how much does that mean you heal?
Okay. So it's a base my actually there's 3 for the law, 1 for the spell itself, and 1 for the holy item, I believe.
Oh yeah, and so you spend 1 magic point to activate?
Yeah. I get 1 training back because I'm using my You holding an item?
Okay, so Womp has, so you heal one of the strain before you actually take strain from this.
Yep.
And oh, sorry, just got 11 o'clock warning. And basically, you heal one wound and one strain with the activation of the spell.
Yep. And then another 3 on top of that from my healer ability.
Okay, so Bolt is working up with you, removing the effects of the unconsciousness as well as healing. So I believe that's what restoration does. So is there a different one for bringing someone back awake? No, you don't have revive incapacitated, so technically you do not bring Bolt back. Bolt is still unconscious. You
I'm healing, I'm still unconscious, is that right?
that is correct. He doesn't have the ability to wake you up in the encounter.
Yep.
So you get back, I believe it is 4 wounds and 4 strain.
Now, on the flip side, then I'm going to start using medicine on Desmond.
It's not going to bring Desmond back awake either.
Well, stabilizing what anything happened to him.
Okay. Though I'm surprised you're letting the other 2 characters continue, so I'm going to get, because you've chosen that, I'm going to have both Hollow and Nero both give me a resilience roll.
Oh, yeah. It's still oh, that's terrible.
Both of you are up against 1 red to begin with.
Red.
Two failures, 2 advantages.
Okay, 2 failures and 2 advantages is not bad for Hollow. What did Nero get?
A spare failure of 3 advantages.
Oh, shit.
Okay, Nero feels really good about himself. How many advantages was that?
3.
As you start choking and panicking because you can't figure out how to open your helmet or remove it.
And I full of them at the moment.
And you currently pass out in that state.
Yay!
Okay, so now we're on to Womp moving over to Desrin.
Probably not after seeing his just now collapsed.
Well, Desrin collapsed first.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, we've now just had Leo, not Leo,
Nero.
Nero just collapsed now.
Well, you can hear them retching in your helmet the entire time.
Oh, great. Okay, so I can get Euro helmet off and basically get him to stop choking him. Getting choked.
What is your education?
Actually, no, not education. My education is not fantastic.
And you've been going to university and everything.
Oh no, I've been doing other things.
Hard to study.
Education is 3 green. No, I've been doing science.
Okay, so it's going to be an education check to see if you can get the helmet off in this situation, because you've never really drilled on these sort of things.
How many likes are left?
There are 2.
Okay. I will use one to upgrade.
Yep, just going to flip it once I get claws out of my arms. Okay, so what is your... So that is 1 green, or say 2 green and 1 yellow. Okay, so yes, you spend the round getting the helmet off Nero. So, back over to Hollow, you now get to make another resilience check, this time against 2 red.
Two red resilience check.
Okay. Horrible things have horrible consequences.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't feel great about it, but I see 1 success and despair.
1 success and a despair.
Is that one success on the failure and despair?
That's not really, that's right.
Yeah, what else?
Oh, sorry. That gets a little bit. Yeah, so, sorry. 1 success, threat, and a despair.
Okay, so, and you've cancelled out the failure that the despair also adds?
Yes.
Okay, so
I had 2 successes originally.
you managed to get your helmet open, empty the helmet as the entire incident causes you to collapse unconscious. But hey, your airway's now clear. So as Womp is busily saving the next fallen person, he hears the last standing party member collapse.
Night. Hello, shut down.
And so, would you like to deal with this next session, or would you like to continue?
No, actually, no, I'll continue now.
What was that,
Because I've
Josh?
got...
Josh did say something there as well.
Yes, it's 10 past 11. I've got a 8 o'clock start tomorrow.
Okay, so in that case, as there's still a lot to talk about what happens here, we will be finishing up if you wanted to head off, Josh.
I've got a one that I'm going to use once a session.
Yes, you may have wanted to get that off earlier. So,
Is it once a session or once a scenario?
Once a session. Basically, I go super Saiyan.
which you could have done as soon as you entered the room.
I think you might want to say that the next session I also...
No, the thing is, I wouldn't be able to use it next session as well.
You will be able to use it next session, but you waited too late for this one until it was after the dice roll. Okay, so we finished the session with Womp standing amongst the field of the fallen, and the flogger that is not flogger turning its head to look at him. As he's looking at the flogger that's not flogger. With that thought, we go to end credits.
Okay, because I was then just going to do something.